All praise due to the Most High family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 3 of Snowball Earth, and this was a very fun episode. So, family, the last episode, the cliffhanger was this big old, never before seen kaiju busting out and cornering us. So we open up the episode like thinking, everybody thinking like, what the hell are we about to do with this? How do we fight that? So the thing busts out, grab the kaiju we defeated. It grabbed that by the head, right? And then I forget exactly what it does, family, but it pops out. Everybody's standing there looking at it, and the first dude that screams, "It's a kaiju!" It got like whack-a-mole, right? So Tetsuo gets to calculating and pontificating, because this is what he does. This is how he's programmed, right? He's like, okay, well, so how do I defeat this thing? What can I do? Right? He's sitting there thinking. And he's like, okay, let me ask these people how they normally handle these things. And he just turning to get the question out. He realizes that, oh, they got no idea what to do, right? Now what happens, and I don't remember her name, but we're gonna learn her name. But this white-haired girl, right, who, what? They said her name, but she's the leader of this trio, right? She's like the leader of this trio that we're learning about. She's really the first person to spring into action. She turns on all of these fog machines, right? Because obviously the kaiju has superb vision, right? Even though its eyes are going crazy all over the place, once it locks onto you, it took that dude out instantly. He had no shot, no chance, right? Actually, that makes it more impressive when Tetsuo dodged it later in the episode, now that I think about it. Anyhow, to throw this thing's vision off, we put on all these fog machines. And on command, all of these people start running. Like they know the drill. They know the drill. They even have like this rope ladder that they climbing up out of the cave, the lair, the kaiju lair, right? They're using that to climb up out of it. Tetsuo, Tetsuo's watching everybody run away, and he's also observing the kaiju. The kaiju is getting in a stance. It's hitting a stance that has Tetsuo thinking, nah, this is not over. It's about to attack people again, right? As they're escaping. So Tetsuo calculates, well, I will make myself bait so everybody else can escape, right? So at first he's in between the kaiju and everybody escaping, right? But this kaiju is hitting this pose, and it's just gonna jump over Tetsuo and get everybody else that's running away. Tetsuo says, let me draw this thing's attention. So Tetsuo, who's in between the kaiju and everybody else, he draws its attention around. He starts running around to the back of it. So instead of focusing on everybody running away, it starts chasing Tetsuo, right? Now, this guy that we met, dang it, I forgot his name too, but it is the bald guy whose kid that we saved last episode. He's mad. He's yelling at Tetsuo, what are you going? What are you doing? We're leaving. Come on, you got to come out with us. And he's literally having to be held back by his subordinates, right? Instead of jumping out to go and get Tetsuo. Okay. Tetsuo does not make it very far, like on his own fighting this thing, right? He does dodge a swing, right? We seen it coming down, and Tetsuo was able to jump out the way. But eventually he gets grabbed. And what saves Tetsuo, family? Oh, this episode was a good one. This was a good episode. Tetsuo, in his moment of dire need, right? He's thinking, man, my friend Yukio. Ooh, man, my day one, my boy, Yukio, dang. And in the nick of time, family, the escape pod, which either looks like the original Yukio or is the original Yukio, right? If you remember from episode 1, the Yukio that was protesting, he was like, what about autonomous robots' rights? The escape pod either looks like that or that turned into the escape pod. But that's what came flying in, crashing in to save Tetsuo from this kaiju. And it just crashes through the ceiling and then flies through the kaiju's arm. It breaks the kaiju's arm and saves Tetsuo. They have a quick, heartfelt reunion, right? But basically, here's the breakdown, family. Here's what happened. In the instant where Yukio sent Tetsuo away when they were fighting the kaiju in space, in that instant, Yukio transferred his consciousness into the escape pod. Then Tetsuo in the dormant Yukio land. It takes 42 hours, as was explained, for basically this consciousness to download into this new vessel. And so at the time that he awakens is when he locates Tetsuo, flies directly to him, and that is the time of need, right? So basically, then it's the regularly scheduled program, family. What do you mean Yukio and Tetsuo linked up and are not eliminating kaiju? This is just what they do, family. And so somehow, because Yukio even said, oh, we have no weapons. Somehow they manifested a sword. I don't remember exactly how, but they manifested a sword. And even though this is a light, non-kaiju fighting vessel, right? It's really an escape pod. The arms are very flimsy. It's basically like this is not the Gundam that we were in a couple episodes ago. But so we get this sword, and then he maneuvers it in a way so that you take advantage of momentum and centripetal force, right, to actually sever the head of this kaiju and save everybody. And so this episode was so cool because just in these first 4 episodes, family, they really could have made a movie out of it. It ended how it began, right? Like, Tetsuo's origin is that of a savior and saving a savior and a hero. And in no time, right? Like literally in 48 hours since he returned to what he thought was a non-inhabitable Earth, right? Here he is being lauded and praised for saving people from a kaiju once again. And the episode ended. Oh, okay. So quickly, family. I mean, after the credits or after the episode ended, there's some villainous ice demon thing in Tokyo. That's exciting. How we're gonna handle that, I have no idea. But the episode ended checking off the first friend making a first friend. And I don't know if that was reference to this girl that we're about to learn more about, or if it was reference to Yukio's return. Either way, family, that was a really good episode of Snowball Earth. Wow. All praise is due to the Most High, family. Peace and love.